Everybody, this is V Prince, and this is my 3-month update since my husband Dominic passed away in February. I initially recorded this video 3 times on the 12th. I was traveling at the time, so it just was overwhelming. So here I am, better late than never, I guess. And I did have a few people holding me accountable and saying, hey, I didn't get your update this month. I need to know so that I won't have to bug you. And that's fine, really. If anybody wants to bug me in my inbox and ask me how I am, be specific, because I get a lot of, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, fine, how are you? It's kind of automatic response. But if you like genuinely want to know, like, hey, have you been sleeping? Do you eat every day? Are you like crying yourself to sleep? Like, just be specific. I'm not going to be offended by like there's nothing that anyone can ask me that would really offend me. No, there probably is, but I haven't come to that yet. So just feel free at this point. I understand that you guys are coming from a place of love, so it's all good. Let's see. So 3-month updates. I'm going to give you updates first, and then I'm going to give you a couple tips on if you yourself are grieving the loss of a partner, the loss for divorce or death or whatever, loss of a job, loss of a child, any of that stuff. Now, not that I know that what every single one of those grieving points feels like, but grieving in general has very similar symptoms. So I just kind of want to give you guys my own tips. So updates about me. So as most of you know, I do live with my sister now, and we live kind of closer to the South Bay, where I initially lived in West LA, which is very, very different. I feel like I'm like on a different planet. It's so far away from like everything, but it's fine. It's very peaceful here, and the weather is usually pretty great in this direction, so can't complain. At the 3-month mark, I think where I am now is my bad days are a lot further apart, but they hurt just as much. I am finding myself thinking more and more about the life that I need to build for myself now. I think initially there was this very strange like desire or like programming that Dom was going to walk in the door at any moment, and that just sounds absolutely insane, of course, but given the circumstances, I mean, you can understand that, but really it just it was almost like a puppy losing its master, like looking out the window, like looking at my phone, like waiting for the door to open, like some indication that he was coming back. And I think I really had to tell myself, like, repeatedly, it's almost like a daily mantra, like, no, that's not a thing, this is your life now and everything is fine. I find that my daily mantras actually are super beneficial because they help me to focus on the now, which is the best place for me to be, and to not focus on the past or even the future as much. I can lay foundations for what I want my future to be, but essentially it's more important for me to be right here, right now, and to understand that it's okay. Things are okay. That yes, it's sad. Yes, I still miss my husband every day. I'm never going to stop missing him. But I have to live for myself, and I can't let myself fall into the depression trap too much. And sometimes it's okay to be there, to be depressed, to find yourself feeling down, but as a person who doesn't necessarily lean on medication as like my default, I rather try to find ways of making my mind work to get me out of that zone, because essentially that's how I got into it. My mind can get me into depression, and there's a part of my mind that can get me out of it. So overall, that's kind of what I've been working on. Let's see, other updates. I might be gaining weight. I don't know yet. I'm trying to not eat too much. It's kind of like an off and on thing. Sometimes I'm kind of anxious, which makes me nauseous, and that takes away my appetite. So I'll go, a whole half a day without eating and not really bat an eye. But then other times I'll be extremely hungry and then I want to eat everything. So I've just kind of been trying to balance that a little bit more. But then at the same time staying hydrated, trying to get rest, which I've been sleeping pretty well. I haven't had too many issues with sleeping. It's been pretty good. I have traveled a bit this month, so they kind of threw off my clock. but it worked out. The video next month might be a little bit late too, because I'll be traveling around the same time, but I'm really going to try to get it in, so you might get another video in like 2 weeks. Let's see, other updates. I have been, just thinking about what I want to do as far as like work long term. That's been a thing for me, because I think I'm in a better place to try to figure that out. I don't know if I'm 100% there yet, but talking to my psychiatrist and all of that, I think it could be somewhere in the near future. Maybe by the end of the year. We'll see. Let's see, other updates. My sister has actually been doing a lot better. I'm going to include her in this update because she has been an integral part of me getting where I am right now and just being able to better adjust. So she suffered pneumonia in March, which was stress-induced almost. I say that because her immune system was so weak because of all the stress that it kind of, things went to another level. So you guys be careful out there. Pneumonia is going around. You don't want to get sick too. If you've been sick for longer than like a week or 4 days and you feel terrible, go to the doctor, please, and have them give you a chest scan so that you can make sure you don't have pneumonia, because it's not a game. I have had 2 of my friends die this year from pneumonia, so please do not play. Okay, so other updates. I can't think of anything. I'm still cute. I still smile every day because that's important. Cats are my best friends because they've helped me to cope. So if you are going through something crazy, get a pet. Get a pet that you're not allergic to, because if you're allergic to it, then that defeats the whole purpose. So find a friend, a furry friend. They'll never leave you. So those are my updates for the most part. Things that are on the horizon. Dating. Listen to me. Now, this is more on the point of like loneliness, and that's a real thing. I have been so accustomed to being with someone. I was with someone for 10 years. So me dating and wanting to still have a family are very real things for me. So yeah, don't judge me. You don't know my life. You don't know how much milk I want in my cereal. But I love you guys. I love you guys. Other great things. I don't know, life. Oh, mantras. I meant to say about my mantras. So quickly, my mantras. My daily mantras are: you are fine. Everything is fine. You are safe. Life is beautiful. The world is your oyster. I say a lot of more specific ones to myself depending on where I am. If I'm in my room, I'd say I love my room. I love my bed. It's taken me a long time to sleep by myself. For a while, me and my sister were actually sleeping together in the living room. So she'd be on the couch and I'd be on the couch with the TV on, because we just couldn't really deal with the quiet. So now we are both sleeping in our own rooms and occasionally with the door closed. Check that out. Yes, when. Let's see, other things. Just small things, like I'm doing the right things, making the right decisions. I trust myself. I love myself. I love my family and my friends. Everything is as it should be. And even like I miss my husband, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, just being honest with myself. So that's pretty much it. If there's any other updates you guys want to know, please just leave them in the comments, leave questions, whatever, and I will get back to everybody as fast as I can. Quickly, tips on grieving. Let yourself deal. Let yourself cry. Fall apart. Fall completely apart. Don't listen to people who tell you to be strong. I don't care if you are the best friend of the person that is suffering. I don't care if it's actually you. I don't care who you are in this scenario. Everyone is justified in the way that they feel emotionally, and we all have different levels of emotion. So if you feel like you need to fall apart, fall in the middle of work or at the cafeteria or at the mall, do it, because that is what your body needs. There is no structure to dealing. There's no time. There's no schedule. Just do it, because that's what your body needs. The sooner you release and let go of like all that emotion and grief in your body, the better you feel. I promise you. I literally have no shame in falling apart any and everywhere that I can. And the same goes for anybody else who's going through this. Please just let yourself go, because you're actually going to do more harm to yourself than good. You can actually make yourself very sick if you are holding in emotions. Actually, that goes for everything. If you're holding in emotions about things and not finding ways to release them, you're going to make yourself very, very sick. And it actually is a perfect breeding ground for tons of diseases, tons of ailments that you don't want. Stress is a real thing, so do not play it lightly. So yeah, find ways of releasing. Another thing is, do not listen to people who try to tell you how you need to grieve. They don't know you. And again, they don't know how much milk you want in your cereal. Do your thing. Just do your thing. And try to be happy. Every day, try to find some way to be happy. If that means you go on a little weekend trip, maybe you order a pizza and hang out at your best friend's house. Anything that gets you out of that headspace, because spending a lot of time alone has forced me mentally to be stronger about the things that I think about, to be better about the things that I think about. So that's not only for how I feel about losing my husband, but it also goes for how I feel about my life, the things that I want to do, the things that I want in general. Another thing I kind of I'll maybe touch upon later is manifestation. And shout out to my homegirl Xenia for those crystals that she sent me. Put it in the universe, you guys. Like, really, I mean, the universe is so powerful. The energy is so powerful. If you have questions about that, look it up. I'm not going to go into a whole thing. You guys are going to think I'm a freaking wizard or something. It's not like that. But if you have questions, let me know. Yeah, for the most part, I mean, the biggest thing is getting it out. After that, everything else is pretty secondary, because once you're able to better manage your grief, the better you'll be about all of it. Be honest with yourself about the way you feel about anything, and you're going to be better equipped to actually get through it. That is all for me for right now. I may have more updates in 2 weeks, hopefully. You guys wish me luck on that. And yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate everybody's messages and calls and any single thought that you guys have given me at any time. I appreciate it so much, and I appreciate all the positive energy you guys are sending me. I feel it. And yeah, love you, and we'll see each other soon, hopefully. Bye.